Hey everybody, Andrew back again with another video, and tonight I have a special unboxing. It's the Lenovo Miix 700. It's a 2-in-1 device that will compete with the Surface Pro 4. Let's find out if it has what it takes to become the king of the 2-in-1s. Let's see what's inside this box. Got my knife, ready to cut this baby open. Shall we? So I ordered the Core M7, which is the higher end version of the Lenovo Miix 700. And I ordered the one, supposed to have a pen in the box, so we'll find out. That's everything in the outer box. Let's put that to the side. And there is the Lenovo Miix 700. Good packaging so far. It's a 2-in-1 Surface Pro competitor. Let's take a look at some of the specs here on the box. It's got a Intel Core M7. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigs of hard or SSD. It's got wireless AC, Bluetooth 4.0. It's got a 12-inch FHD LED screen, 4-cell battery, Windows 10 Pro, and it's got some nice packaging here, as you can see. I'm very curious to see how this is going to compete as a 2-in-1. So let's open this thing up. Take the plastic off. Okay, put that down for a moment. Again, nice packaging, Lenovo. Let's make sure this is cut. And let's get this baby out of the box. This should be the keyboard. And it is. Okay, so we got a keyboard in there. And then we have the tablet itself. Let's put that to the side. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's see what else we get in the box. We get some documentation about the keyboard and so forth. Put that to the side. This looks like it's the pen. So let's open that up. And there's the pen holder I saw online regarding that. Nice touch, Lenovo. We'll test that out. This is the pen. We'll put it through its paces and do all sorts of testing with that. It takes a quadruple A battery. I know it's an unusual battery, but there it is. It's quadruple A. And we'll put that in one moment when we get to the pen to really look at it. Looks like this is the proprietary cable for the power. And it's typical Lenovo. It looks like USB, but typical Lenovo. Good job. I like that. And here's the power supply. Windows 10 Pro. It says Windows 10 Pro on there. Flip out prongs. Looks like it's a nice touch. Let's take a look at the specs on this. Let me see here. It looks like a 20-volt power adapter. Okay, so let's put that box to the side. There's nothing else in the box. Before we get to the tablet, let's take a look at the keyboard first. The big selling features of this device. And let's take it out of its plastic. And it's got like a leatherette, fake leather back. Doesn't feel so bad. It feels pretty good. Now this, I don't believe this is backlit, so that's one knock against it, I guess, against the Surface Pro 4 or even the HP Spectre X2, which we recently unboxed and reviewed, in which we really love the keyboard and its solid aluminum construction. But here, the keys do feel nice. I wish it was backlit though. Here's the Lenovo Miix 700, and let's take the plastic off of it. And it's got like a brownish gold back, and I don't know if it's metal or if it's plastic, but it does feel nice. I think it is metal. It's got that watch band hinge that Lenovo is known for in the Yoga line. And there's the kickstand. We'll get to that in a moment. It does flip out just like the Surface Pro line, Surface 3 line. It does feel nice. Okay, here's the front of the device, as you can see. Let's go over some of the ports real quick. We have an HDMI out. You have your power button here, volume rocker up and down. You have USB 3.0, I believe. This is part of your watch band hinge. This is a speaker on the side here. Going to the other side, USB 3.0. I believe this also is the power supply. Again, part of the watch band hinge. And the other speaker on that side. Going along the top of the device, looks like two microphone ports microphone slots there. In the back you have your camera. We'll get to the specs, see how that works. And you have a camera on the front. And on the bottom you have a place where you're going to put your keyboard, very similar to the Surface Pro 4. Let's connect the keyboard. It's supposed to snap together just like the Surface line. Although I don't think it has the magnet. Like you can do that bar, the magnet across here. And, well, yes, you can. You can adjust the angle. There it is. Let's see if it can turn on. See if it has any power. So while we're here, might as well do it. We're going to be putting it through its paces. We're going to do a full test. I don't know if it has any power. Well, let's get through a first boot. Let me pause it for a minute. Let me put the power supply in and let's see if this thing can boot up. So as we're booting it up for the first time, let's move this stuff out of the way. We see the Lenovo splash screen. I did insert the pen in here. And what I like about this, it has a USB holder that you can use for the pen. And by the way, you can use this on other devices such as the Surface Pro 4 when you want to store your pen. It's a nice little touch, I think, that they were able to do that. So that's booting up for the first time. Let's make sure brightness is up. Use express settings. And it's a first boot. You've seen this a million times. We'll be right back. So here it is all booted up and we're at the home screen. I have the brightness turned up. I have to say the screen is very nice. It's got good viewing angles. It's a glossy screen, so it does show reflections. This is the Core M7. This is the top of the line version of this. It does come in a Core M3, Core M5. This is the Core M7 with the 256 gig SSD along with 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm curious to see how this will compete with the Surface 3 and the Surface Pro 4 specifically. Also, I want to see how it competes with the HP Spectre, which also comes in an M3 and an M7. So the one I tested was the M3. Now, here's the pen. And let's just open OneNote and let's just test OneNote to see how the pen works. So far, it's pretty responsive. As far as pressure sensitivity, it seems pretty responsive. It has a nice feel to it. It does seem to have, it seems like you have to get pretty close to the screen as far as hover. Something to keep in mind. We're going to be doing a full test of the pen. Let's do a new note here. I'm not sure if it's because of the nib, but it does feel, there seems to be some friction on it. We'll test the pen. We'll get our full review on this as we put it through its paces. Let's look at the hinge. I know it's plugged in right now, so let's just look at the hinge a little bit. I'll put that wire to the side. Let me unplug that for now. Okay, so this is the hinge, and you can adjust it to pretty much a low, very low lying angle there. Then you could bring it up. Feels really good. It's that watch band hinge you found on the Yoga Pro 3 and then the Yoga Pro 900. Seems to work very well. As well, I would say, as the Surface Pro and the Surface Pro 4 and the Surface 3. So, does feel nice. Trackpad seems to be pretty responsive. Keyboard looks like it's doing well. Brightness turned up there. So we're going to put it through its paces. So stay tuned. We have a full review coming very shortly as I put this through its paces. We're going to test the pen. We're going to test the processor on this, the Core M7. We're going to test the screen, test the keyboard, test the sound, as we normally do here at AMD Tech. Please hit the comment section below. Let me know if there's any specific tests you want me to do with this device. anything you need for me to look into with regards to this, I will try to make that happen. Let me know if there's any other device you want me to compare this to. If I can, I'm going to do a comparison between this and the HP Spectre X2. I will also compare this to the Surface line. I also want you to share this video if you like it. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Once again, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. Stay tuned for the full review on this. We've got other stuff coming very shortly. I have the Dell XPS 12 on the way, so stay tuned for that. I will be testing that once we get that in our studios. So until then, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.